Good morning, class. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good.
Alright, well today we're going to be learning how to solve two-step equations. And basically there is equations. We're going to be looking at equations and it's going to take 2 steps in order to get to our goal. In equations, our 2 goals is to have variables on one side of the equal sign. And our second goal is to have the number in front of the variable equal to 1. So basically, we're solving for our variable. That's our goal in having an equation. It has an expression equal to something else, and we solve for that variable. And it takes 2 steps to do so. Alright, we're going to do an example. I want you guys to write down 2x plus 3 is equal to 5. Are there any questions as to what I just told you about the goals?
No. Clear.
Okay, so starting with step 1. Step 1 is, what do you guys think we should do so that we get the variable on one side and the other numbers on the other side? And this 2x plus 3 is equal to 5. What do you guys think we should do?
Isolate 2x.
Yes, so how should we do that? Brittany, Marisha?
Would you subtract 3 from both sides?
Yes, perfect. So our first step is to subtract 3 from both sides of the equation, of the equal sign. So we'll end up with what?
2x equals 2.
2x, perfect. Okay. So now we have 2x is equal to 2. Now we need our second step. We need to get x by itself, so what should we do so that we get that? Marisha?
Divide 2 on each side. So
Perfect.
you get like 2x divided by 2 and 2 divided by 2.
Yeah. And why are we doing that? If you can explain it quickly.
Because you're always trying to isolate it. Like, you're trying to get the variable on one side, so you want to, like, do something. Yeah.
Perfect. So, just to go over what we just did, step 1, we subtracted 3, so that we got this variable, this expression with the variable on one side of the equation, and the other numbers on the other side. And then step 2, we divided, so that we can get x by itself, and so the number in front of x is equal to 1. 2 divided by 2 is what?
1.
Perfect. So we got x is equal to
1.
Perfect. Alright, so you guys seem to get it. We're going to do another example. I want you to write down 2/3 t minus 1/3 is equal to 5. Jessica, I don't see you writing it down. I'm going to give you about 1 minute to figure it out, and then we'll discuss it as a class. If you have any questions, raise your hand. God bless you.
Thanks.
Does anyone have any questions? Or... No? Get it?
Pretty much got it.
Good. Alright. So now, what do you guys think? Now we're working with fractions, so it got a little bit more complicated, so let's see where we can go. Alright, what do you guys think we should do as step 1? What should we do first so that we can get our variable on one side and the other numbers on the other? Brittany?
First step, we should add 1/3 to both sides.
Perfect. Does everyone agree with what Brittany just said?
Yeah.
Alright. Plus 1/3 to each side. And what do we get, Marisha?
2/3 t equals 16/3, or 16/3.
Perfect. And just really fast, can you explain to your classmates how you got that?
Okay, so you have 5 plus 1/3, and then 5 don't have, like, you have to have the same bottom denominator. And so in order to get that, you do 5 times 3/3.
Yep.
And that equals 15/3 plus 1/3. And then you add it, and then you get 16/3.
Perfect. So that's our step 1, to add 1/3. What's our step 2? What do we need to do to get t on alone on that side? Brittany.
You would divide 2/3 from t, and then 2/3 from 60.
And Jessica, what is t equal?
8.
Perfect. So again, in this problem, we did at step 1, we added 1/3 to each side, and then once we got that, step 2, we divided 2/3 from each side, and we ended up with 8.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any questions about what we did? Do you guys want to do another example?